We can speak to Mo Hussein, who's a former Conservative Party Special Advisor and the UK President of the Edelman Global Advisory. Mo, welcome to the programme. It is, as Andrew was alluding to, a right old mess, isn't it? Do you think Jeremy Hunt's first days in office have gone any way to steadying the ship?
Well, it is extremely chaotic, certainly here in the UK. And the fact that Jeremy, on day one, has upturned the Prime Minister's entire economic agenda and the promises that she made on her leadership campaign, I think will have gone some way, certainly, to calming the markets. He spoke about slowing public spending. He talked about assessments independently made and some taxes going up as well. And all of these things the markets will have wanted to see. But politically, there are big challenges. The other audience here is MPs and then also the voting public. So the challenges politically are, this is the opposite, really, of what people who supported the Prime Minister were expecting. Her radical vision, her desire, her ease with being unpopular and challenging the orthodoxy. And we're not getting any of that. We are getting something that is very different. And I think that does not bode well going forward. Right,
a moment of truth, as Andrew was saying, on Monday, when we see how the markets react, Jeremy Hunt promising to account for every penny. Is it enough, do you think, to pour oil on these volatile market waters?
I think it will certainly go some way, because you're moving away from just unfunded commitments to a lot more detail and hopefully some data behind these, what we're hearing now from the government. But there will still be more to come. There's a fiscal event happening in a few weeks' time. There's still going to be calls for how everything is going to be funded. He spoke about finding efficiencies in different government departments, which means spending cuts. He spoke about doing things slower, more taxes going up. We won't get all the details of that. So I still think some markets will be jittery. And also looking just at the political situation in the UK, the fact that there's been 4 chancellors in, I think, 100 days or so, the fact that the Prime Minister's vision has been upturned, so the Prime Minister does look quite weak. Things like that matter to businesses and investors as well, and that I don't think is going to change.
A lot of talk about perhaps yet another Prime Minister could be the result of all of this. I'm just wondering, Jeremy Hunt is the dominant figure in the government right now. Is there a scenario where he could, use that power to position himself as the leading the charge as Truss's successor?
Yeah, I think there is. I mean, coming in as, let's say, perhaps being billed as a grown-up in the room to try and turn the ship around. Effectively, what Number 10 has now done by appointing him is clipped its own wings. The power has gone from the centre to the Treasury. The government is a duopoly again. There are alternate power bases. So anybody coming into that role has a huge task, and it's a very challenging task, but also you can show leadership. You can show that you're being the sensible person, you're taking rational decisions. So in some ways it could well be an audition for perhaps a caretaker prime ministerial role in the future.
Good to get your perspective, Mo. Thanks for that. Mo Hussein, their former Conservative Party Special Advisor. Thank you.
Thank you.